So let us build a system that you can use to keep track of all of your expenses in one central database, which in this case I'm going to be using a spreadsheet. And this is really good for people that are always like, oh, I don't know how did I spend this amount of money, I don't know when I did this, I don't know when I paid for this. This system is just going to help you track all of your expenses from your groceries that you buy from store, or food, anything that you get a receipt off of. You're just going to snap your receipt and it's going to capture all of that details for you. So let's just go right in. For this system, I'm going to be building it on Make. So you can build it with Zapier or whatever, but for this particular one, I'm going to use Make. So you come on to sign up on Make. Once you sign up on Make, this is the dashboard that you see. So just simply click on this great scenario. And once you come in here, the first thing what we want to use is a Telegram bot. So we want we want to be able to send pictures of our receipt into the Telegram bot, and the Telegram bot will extract all the necessary information and feed it into our spreadsheet for us. So what we are going to do is look for a Telegram bot. So we want it to watch for updates here. So we are going to go ahead and add our webhook here. In my previous video with the Telegram bot, we had walk through building the Telegram connection as well as the Telegram bot. So you can check that out. I will link that in the comments. So we'll just save this. So the next thing that we are going to do is go ahead and download the file. So anytime it's going to come in as an attachment, so we need to download it into our setup so that we can work with it. So the next thing that you want to do is go back to our Telegram bot, and then we're going to look for download a file here. So we are going to track our file ID to come from the attachment here. I'm going to have file ID here. So we are going to save this, and then we'll save this. So the next thing that we want to do is have a router. So ideally, for some it might be a receipt, right? But maybe for online purchases you might not have receipt, but you might have like the PDFs, the PDF receipt. You might not have an image receipt that you're going to snap on your phone, but you might have the PDFs that was sent to you after your purchase was successful. So you also want to make room for that, just in case you get a PDF and you upload it into the bot. You still want the bot to be able to extract the details for you. So that's why we're going to use a router, just in case you upload a PDF or you snap the receipt. Maybe you bought at a physical store, and so you had like a physical receipt and you just snap that. It could also make provision for that as well. So we are going to have two routes. One is if it's an image, so you just snap with your phone, and the other one if it's a PDF. So maybe you were given like a PDF receipt after like an online purchase, so you just upload it into the bot. So we are going to add a router here. So the first one is going to be for the PDF. So I don't want this to. I personally always struggle to use these. So what we are going to do is add our router there. I think I just made this to connect to something else. Let me delete the one on there. Yeah, so now that is done, I can auto align this. So the first one is going to be for the PDF. So the condition is going to be if the attachment type is a PDF. So I come down to this attachment here. I'm going to see the meme type here always tells you the type. It can return PDF or image/JPEG for image attachments. So I'm going to come here and say contains case insensitive, just because sometimes I like to type things funny. So JPEG, sorry, PDF. The first one is PDF. So I'm going to do PDF. So I'm going to save this. So the second route is going to be if it's an image. So I'm going to do this, and of course the attachment type as well. If the attachment, the name type here, where is it? It contains. So do contains case insensitive, and then we do image/JPEG, and then we save this. So for the first one, we are going to be using the software called PDF.co. So PDF helps you extract your extract details automatically from your invoice, right, or receipt, whatever. So we do PDF here. So I'm going to do this invoice parser because it automatically will extract all the data for me. So my own connection is already established, but if yours isn't, just sign up on pdf.co. You are going to be able to, you'll get like I think 10,000 credits from signing up initially, and you're going to be given your API key. So just simply put your API keys here, and once you put that here, you just click on add, and you'll be able to do that. But once you have that, the next thing that we're going to do is add our import actions here, which in this case, because I have not run this, I will not be able to get this. So let me try to unlink this so I can run, I can add data here. So let me come here and do So that's a receipt of, like you can see, this is a receipt of my shopping. So I'm going to come in here and run this. So while it's waiting for data, I go in and send this into it. Yeah, so that has gone through. So you didn't see that. I have to create a new webhook. So I'm going to run this again. So while it's running, I add my, yeah, so it has downloaded that for me. So it has seen that and it has downloaded it for me. So so from here, I should be able to, yeah. So now it automatically tags it to the file that it has downloaded from here. So the custom fields that I want to get from here is, so this is the custom field I want to get from here, sender name, amount paid, so I can feed into my my spreadsheet, So I'll save this, and on the other end, I'm going to use ChatGPT to run it, because ChatGPT allows you to analyze images like this. So yeah, I'm going to use that. Of course, you add your connection here, and then the prompt here, I'm going to share this, go through the image and extract this, and I will go ahead and add the image. I'm going to add it from the file, so automatically just maps that for me. So the model I'm going to use, let's do mini here, just leave everything as it is, and then I save this, and of course I do not see the image that I connected. Save this. Where is the data? Yeah, so it's working now. So the one thing I want to add here is that, so you remember that I also made video about how to use your voice, how to use a bot that gets turns your voice into tags, creates tags for you, uses your voice notes to create tags for you. So just in case you're trying to build this using the same bot that you use for your voice notes, so I'm going to add a filter that will only pick PDFs and images and not your voice notes, so it doesn't have to do anything here getting your voice notes, unless you are also going to be adding your voice notes as something that you're going to be telling it, oh, I just bought this at so place. But if you're not really going to do that, what you would want to do is going to add this filter here, so it will ignore all your voice notes and only your voice to tags automation can pick up your voice notes, and this one will only focus on picking up your images and your PDFs. So what we are going to do here is image/PDF. You can call this filter that. So what you're going to look for here is now going to be if this attachment type is equal to, or you can do content PDF. So let me do the first one, which is the image and JPEG first. So I will always do content just in case, and then we'll do and or, because in the other case we already know that we might sometimes send in PDFs. So we also want, if the meme type content, I want to do content case insensitive PDF. So we do save here and we save here. So it will only proceed with data that is PDF, else it's PDF or image, else it's not going to proceed with any data that it picks up that is not a PDF or an image. So now if I run this, I want to run this with already existing data, just so you see how it works. So it's coming into my image, because if you see here, what I did upload was an image, not a PDF. So it goes ahead to pick that image and it's generating the details that I need. It has gone ahead and it has generated all these things that I need right now. So like I said, I've told it to give me the results in a JSON, so I can use this JSON to create the individual components of this data that I can feed into my spreadsheet. So the next thing I'm going to do now is add my JSON parser that will pass JSON for me. So I do JSON parser here, and then I add a data structure, and then I'll call it expense structure. And then I click generate here, and I put in my sample data, and I generate this. And you see, to go ahead and generate everything for me. So I'll just save this, and then the result is going to come from here, and I can go ahead and save this. So the next thing I want to do is add all of this data to my spreadsheet. So I'm going to add a row here, and I'm going to look for daily expenses. Yeah, that's what it's called. So my sheet is sheet 1 here, and the time of transaction, you can see here, this is the date time, the bank name is here, the sender name is here, The recipient name is here. The amount paid is here. The category is here. So I will just, let me just clone this and put it here. So because this one has not run, it has not given me, the custom fields I'm asking it for. So, and right now I don't even think I have um I don't think I have a PDF that I can put in right now. I'll work with the image, but maybe by the end of the video I should have been able to get one and attach eventually. So I'm just going to add the payment details like so. Sorry, let me try to find something. So the amount paid here is this, and then the bank name is this, and then the date and time is this, and then the recipient name is this, and then we save this, and so we save this. So the next thing that we want to do is run this again, but this time I want to add a word underneath the image itself, so it can signify what I just paid for. So I can say groceries, medication, all those kind of things. So I want to add the data again now, but I want it to determine and get message underneath it as well. So what I'm going to do is run this. Or send it as document. So every time you have to remember to always send it as document. So we come in here. As you can see, it has run through and it has successfully created the dashboard transaction for us. So now every time we do any transaction, we just have to snap it and send it into our bot, and our bot is going to send it to this spreadsheet. So at the end of the month, we can easily come here and look at how much we spent, what our expenses were like. So that way you are not always, wondering where your money went to. You would always have a detailed spreadsheet of your expense and how your on where and the places that your money went to. I really hope you found this useful. This is going to be for people that are trying to be prudent, people that are trying to be money conscious, trying to spend on right things, so that way you can know where your money always goes to. I really hope you found this helpful. If you did, please make sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, just to encourage me to keep on doing this. And if you want a custom setup for your business or for yourself, you can as well send me a message on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn will be tagged in the comments. And with that being said, it's a wrap for us today. So I'm going to see you tomorrow. I love you and stay blessed.